Chapter, we understand. We understand that since you are reading this book, the chances are good you do not want to be in this position. You may or may not even agree you have a problem, and perhaps you are here simply because someone else thinks you have a problem. We often believe someone else is at fault for the situation we are in, rather than it being anything we have done. We are even prepared to prove it, if only someone would listen. Perhaps someone in your family or a good friend believes you have a problem. Or a judge, legal system or employer also believes you have a problem. Perhaps a medical board or treatment professional person believes you have a problem. So here you are, sitting in your home or in a room full of strangers, dazed, angry, and confused, not sure whether you have a problem, and you are trying to explain to strangers the reasons you should not be here. You may already know you have a problem, but you continue to believe no one can or will understand you. Maybe you believe that others are responsible. Everyone would understand your situation if they only knew your childhood, your parents, the relationships you had, your neighborhood, your job, your debt, or your fear of someone finding out your secret. While reading this book or attending meetings, you will hear others speaking openly of their problems with substance abuse or substance dependence, depending on the type of meeting you have to attend. Often the conversations are about things you had hoped no one would ever know about you. Sometimes this open sharing seems like someone has been spying on your life, and it feels like your privacy has been invaded. You may have lived through years of shame and never wanted the truth to be revealed. The idea of speaking about it openly with strangers is unthinkable. If you knew what I had done, you would not sit next to me. This is exactly the type of intimate talk a person who has suffered either substance abuse or substance dependence, or both, would understand. The healing power of one sufferer to another is beyond our comprehension, but there is healing power in hearing the words, "I know, me too." However, there must be more than compassionate understanding. This is why trust and hope are necessary to move forward. Trust describes it best. Hearing the words, "I know, me too," spoken by someone else after years of believing that no one would understand does something for you. It helps to move you and to allow you a second look around. Who are these people? Feeling forced into something terrifying almost seems insane. The very idea of being forced into recovery by a family member, judge, employer, or men and women of the professional medical assembly feels almost like a death sentence. It means giving up control, or what we believe is control. So you've arrived feeling conflicted, asking, who am I, what's wrong, and how am I ever going to get out of all this trouble? No one likes to be told what to do. But is this really the case? Have not drugs, alcohol, or both dictated why you are sitting here today? Say someone had sentenced you or forced you to attend recovery meetings. Hearing a family member threatening to leave is as powerful as a judge threatening a prison sentence. How you have arrived here is really the same, whether a judge, family member, medical professional gave the order or you simply came to a moment of clarity and realized that you needed help. You may have court papers needing to be signed, or you may have family or friends dropping you off in the parking lot. You may have a terrible fear of returning to that night in the past. Everyone is, in some way, forced through these doors. Now look around you and you will see a different stranger. They, like you, have also been forced here. Nobody really wants to be here, so you can start to relax. It is too soon to ask you this question, hasn't something gone terribly wrong? First, we have to gain your trust. We simply want to establish at this point the various ways men and women arrive and move cautiously ahead. What about the judge who sentenced you to attend some time period in meetings rather than time in jail? Did the sentence seem fair? Are you not free to do what you want to do? The answer is no. Certain laws are made to protect us from ourselves. This is why you will hear from certain members saying they are indebted to and grateful for the men and women dressed in black robes. These authorities sentenced them to seek help in Recovery Today, R2D. They accepted Recovery Today's help and got well. Yes, some coming to Recovery Today and hearing the stories shared by others might say, I am not that bad. I have not lost my family. I have not lost my job. I have not lost anything. Why are you bothering me? I can quit anytime I want. And they really believe it. To them we reply, that may be true. It is not true for most of us, but all of us, at one time or another, believe that same thing. Here at Recovery Today we say that you have a problem when you say to yourself, yes, I have a problem, or even, maybe I have a problem. That statement is an indication you may want help. We understand how uncomfortable it feels to be told you have a problem with drugs, alcohol, or both. What if it is true? What now? Why trust anyone? Is there anyone to trust? Many people in the early stages of recovery repeat to themselves, those people do not look like me. They do not talk like me. They cannot possibly understand me, and they will not like me if I tell them the things I do or have done in the past. If you are one of them, pause here and ask yourself this: what did I dream of becoming when I was a child? Has something gone terribly wrong? Have you just walked out of a crack house? Walked away from a car accident? Walked out of a 20-year marriage? Have you lost a business, your family, or are you in the process of losing it all? Did a doctor say you are going to die? Or did you wake up one morning and say, never again? What if the people who sent you to Recovery Today are right? What if you do have a problem? Is it possible to escape from drug addiction? From alcoholism? What would life be like without drugs or alcohol? Would you like to find out? Are you ready? Can you trust us? We hope that you will, since we have been where you are. And we can look you in your eyes and tell you, we do not live that way anymore, and you don't have to either. There is another kind of person who shows up at Recovery Today, and perhaps this is you. We call this other type a walk-in customer. This person realized they had a problem all on their own. They are very easy to help, since there is no immediate resistance to accepting help, so if you are one of them, we were glad you're here. You realized you were in trouble and sought help for their problem. This moment of harsh clarity and self-admission is painful no matter how you arrive in Recovery Today, and we congratulate you on your courage and determination.